Hello everyone, and welcome to this jQuery introductory tutorial. I decided to do a tutorial series on jQuery because it is a very popular and lightweight cross-browser compatible JavaScript library that is very useful whenever you're trying to inspect document object model elements and manipulate CSS and create effects and use Ajax. This JavaScript library is, I think I read over out of the most popular websites, the 10,000 most popular websites, I think a third of them are using jQuery. So I figured it would be a good set of tutorials to sort of introduce you to how powerful jQuery really is. So let's get started. And the first thing we're going to do is go to jQuery.com, and on their homepage they have a link, a download link, and we are going to download the production, the minified small version of jQuery. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download, and you can see it takes us right to a JavaScript file, and I'm going to say select all and copy, and inside of my localhost I have created a JavaScript folder, and inside that folder I have also created a jQuery file. So I'm going to open that up inside Dreamweaver, and you see we have a blank JavaScript file here. So I'm going to go ahead and paste everything that I just copied into this JavaScript file, and I'm going to save it. I've also created an index.php file. This is going to be the page that we are going to be working with in the following tutorials, where we edit and write some new JavaScript code using the jQuery JavaScript library. So first thing we're going to do is import our jQuery JavaScript into our index.php. So since we put it in the JS folder and called it jQuery.js, we're going to do it just like that. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to copy this right here and paste it underneath. I'm going to take out this source because in a second we are going to write some code inside of this script block. So one of the things that is used very commonly, even before jQuery was around, was JavaScript developers would use the window.onload to throw in some elements into the document object model whenever the page was loaded. But there's a problem with that because, for instance, say if you had a lot of large images or some banners or a lot of things that take time to load, then it could be sort of annoying to wait for all that stuff to load before you could start to put more pieces using JavaScript into your web page. So what the guys from jQuery did was they created a ready event. So it basically figures out when the page is ready to be manipulated, and it allows you to add some code, to add some pieces to your web page using JavaScript. So right now we're going to type that in, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to say when the document is ready, then we're going to call a function and type some code in. So I don't know why it does that. It's really weird. Okay, so in here we're going to put some code. So what this is saying is whenever your document's ready, start to type some code and start to load some stuff. So since you see we have a link right here, we have an anchor element, we're going to add some code that says whenever this is clicked, we want to create a pop-up. So we're going to say a dot click function event, and we're going to want to say alert, thanks for visiting. Oop, forgot my quotation there. Okay, so what this is saying is whenever we click on this anchor element, it's gonna give us a pop-up before we can leave the page, and once we say OK, it's gonna take us away from the page. So I'm gonna save this, and I'm going to reload the page. Okay, so we have this link that we expect to see right here. We're going to click on that, and it gives us a pop-up. We say OK, and it takes us to the jQuery homepage. So that is one way that we can manipulate some document object pieces. And there's another thing that we can type. We can prevent the default behavior by typing event.prevent default. And what that's saying is it's going to prevent this from actually, it's going to prevent the pop-up from happening. So I'm going to reload this. Whoops, forgot to save. There we go. It's going to actually it's going to prevent the default behavior of an anchor element is to take you away from the page. It's going to prevent the default behavior of that anchor element. So it's not going to allow the anchor element to take you away from the page. So that is a brief introductory to jQuery. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add and remove CSS styles, how to remove CSS classes, and I'm also going to show you some special effects and go over some different functions, some different callbacks and functions, and then we'll continue to dive deeper into jQuery. And I know this tutorial might seem a little boring, but I'm just sort of introducing you to the way of writing jQuery JavaScript. It's really a whole new way of thinking about JavaScript. It makes writing somewhat complex code much more easier to understand and easier to write. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys are interested in jQuery and you're excited about the next tutorial, and I will see you in the next tutorial.